What's happening, folks? Gerald here, aka J490. Gonna get things going with my cousin Keith Rice song, which is also my theme song. Let me see. The song Dog. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be sharing the link on social media real quick. Sorry for the delay too. That I decided maybe I'd have good luck restarting my computer and stopping the buffering. That took a very long time. My computer also had some updates it had to do, so about 20 minutes. So here we are. In the meantime, I do always appreciate whenever anyone is interested in this theme song because, like I say, this is my cousin. So love it. Shout out to Keith Rice, great guy. So right now, I'm just gonna spread the word on Facebook and Instagram, and then I'm gonna get to the topics. One more. Have I seen the offer? Hey, what's happening, Mr. Good Enough? Have I seen the offer? The offer. Oh, yes, yes. The Godfather show. Yes, I have the offer. My God, so good, so freaking good, man. Oh my God. I'm a huge Godfather fan. I am a major Godfather fan, and so yes, I have seen the offer. The offer is amazing, and I will watch anything that's about the Godfather. I really will, and that oh, and the casting they did for Brando and Pacino spot on, perfect. Oh, and the guy who played Martin Scorsese, very good. What about you, Mr. Audition Master 89? Have you seen it? Let's see. Uh, but anyway, before we get too off topic, so just want to yes, it was amazing indeed. It was amazing indeed. So anyway, I had this idea to do these kind of videos like once a month. First off, shout out to everybody who's coming on and who's going to watch this later because this will be available to see later. Awesome. Awesome, Sean, man. Love it. I really want to go to Italy, so really appreciate that. So I love that, you know, I love anything with our roots involved that we can like find inspiration in and go back to. And I love what the offer, they really put the importance in so many things with the Godfather, the lighting, the need to go to Italy, that the production, they're like, no, we can do this in the soundstage. And Scorsese was like, we cannot do this on no soundstage. But yeah, that is really cool. The Godfather, here's how I answer it. Um, as separate movies, I prefer two over part one, just because I really love that part two is a prequel and sequel, and that's my vibe. And De Niro as young Vito, that yes. De Niro, let me tell you, because instead of the question of what's my favorite Godfather movie, how about who's my favorite Godfather, Vito, Sonny, or Michael? The answer is unquestionably Vito. Vito's story is everything. Vito's story is all the pool, all the everything, man. And so, and I mean that from kid Vito to adult Vito as Robert De Niro, and then Brando's Vito. Perfect, man. But yeah, that's the missing element to the channel that I haven't gone into that much. I'm a huge fan of movies and TV and all that stuff. A major geek with that kind of stuff. So the channel hasn't been able to showcase that, because I'm a little hooked onto reactions, which is good, because it's also another element of me, and it's me doing something new and me doing something experimental. So it's a good way to get out there and everything. And it's a great way. I'm very happy and blessed to say that reactions I've done so far have really, like, I'm in this position now as a YouTube partner and whatnot, and doing really cool things and having really decent stats, meaning people are like digging what I'm doing, and I appreciate that. I really do, because that's what I want. At the end of the day, I'm an entertainer, so it's like no matter what I'm doing, I want to be entertaining. So it's like I love all of this. Any excuse to be in front of a camera, to look good, have the hair ready and all stuff, then yeah, it's what we do. It's what we do. But so yeah, I just want to start this out with a very special, thank you guys, every one of you who have subscribed and been doing, been commenting and been, giving great suggestions. And I've been really, everything that makes the channel is it's funny. Every now and then you get a question that asks like, are you really enjoying these reactions? Are you just trying to get the views and stuff? I think I said this in the previous stream. I've reacted to things I didn't like, but they're not on the channel because we're about positivity. Mr. Auditions 80 Masters 89. Am I in LA? No, I am in Las Vegas still. A very hot Las Vegas. What is the temperature outside today? Let me see. Temperature today in good old paradise, Las Vegas. Oh, isn't that just special? It's 111, and a lot of days of the hundreds and 11. Ugh. Yep. Oh wait, my bad. Today is 112. Tomorrow it'll be 111, a little cooler, 110. But then hey, Thursday it's gonna cool down. We're gonna get to 107. I'm gonna actually go outside on Thursday at night. At night still. We don't, burn. I don't like burning much. But anyway. Yeah, I'm still in Vegas. I do I'm oh my god, yeah, this weather is a lot. This weather is a lot. But it's funny. I'm appreciating where I am and all the aspects of life too. And one thing about this is that I'm finding my independence in a way that I kind of couldn't anywhere else, because I have family in a decent number of friends seemingly everywhere but Vegas. And in Vegas, I still have a few, like my best friend, hey Gianna, if you see this, and my stepsister and a few cousins too. But no one I know is within a 5 mile radius of me, which is really interesting. But it's cool too, because like I said, I'm having a good time discovering my independence. But too, I'm very much longing for LA, but also Detroit. I am 6 or 7 generations deep in Detroit, and so I have a ton of cousins. Shout out, the family reunion is this coming weekend, and it looks like I'm not going to make it. It'll be the first one I don't make, so it's like But anyway, it's all right. I'm making plans to when I can. The next move from Vegas is to move back to Detroit. I want to be near my great grandmother and my family and all that stuff for a little bit, and then to go like after that, being majorly successful is to live by coastal. My granddad lived that kind of life for the last like 20 years of his life, where he lived in both Detroit and Long Beach and lived in both. So at that, he balanced it, and the cool thing is the way he did it, you never missed him from either place, because he was always coming right back. if while I was living in Detroit and he was living in Long Beach, when he was going to Detroit, when he was in Detroit, it wasn't going to be that long before he's back in Long Beach, or vice versa. And that's all I want, because I love them both. I say California, much my mental, I have clarity there. The weather, though. I'm not looking forward to moving back into a winter climate. So I look for, see, I would, if I'm living by coastally, I'm going to be in California. I'm going to be in both places a lot, but I will be gone from Detroit for most of that winter. Like, that would be the goal. But anyway, woo, yeah. I've just been really digging doing these reaction videos, and it's given me some really, really great songs. First off, songs I'm obsessed with that I've done reactions for. Let me go on that list right now. Justin, like, I love and appreciate. Hey, what's happening? What's happening, Micah? I love it. That's my cousin. Told you we a tight family up in here. So, I love it. I love it. I think I would always aim that one of my streams would bring some kind of family member. So my mom and 2 of my sisters took over in the best ways of their stream. But I love it because my family inspires so much of what I do. So it's like always good. Yes, mom. But my mom's at work right now. My mom's gonna appreciate that, Sean. My mom's already like, oh yeah. I don't know how it's gonna be. I don't know how it's gonna be without me in there. But yeah, we gotta find out. So in Japan right now, it is 10 a.m. Tuesday morning. So she is doing summer school. This is her last week of summer school. So it's 10 a.m. Tuesday morning in Japan. So we like to tease my mom that she is in the future. So absolutely. So she'll only be able to come in likely when I'm able to like go live on the weekends. And that's kind of why I'm going to aim to do it sometimes on the weekends too. But I know sometimes too, she's like, okay, you can go live without me. So, because yeah, she gets sucked into. She's always up for good conversations. But I love that she's a good example. Like, I really appreciate your compliment, Sean. Justin, when I say I get my taste in music from both of my parents, but so largely my mom. My mom raised me and my one of my brothers and one of my sisters as a single mom for my entire life. She pretty much divorced my dad when she was one. I mean, when I was one, excuse me. And yeah, it's interesting. And so much music. And but between the 2 of them, so much music. So love it. Okay, so I just want to music I've been reacting to that I'm obsessed with right now. First off, Kate Bush is running up that hill. I I have not let that one go at all. Um, the Aretha Franklin giving him something he can feel reaction I did. That was nuts. In fact, I'm gonna play that one in the background right now just because. Uh, then I could say both of the Mariah Carey reactions I did when she was live on SNL. Her Saturday Night Live 1992 performance of "If It's Over" is probably the best Mariah Carey performance I've ever heard in my life. Because it's like it was her at that time, at that voice, perfect. And it's a lot that are. It wasn't just her. It was that Saturday Night Live band with them horns. It was everything. It was everything, and yeah. But and I've been enjoying a lot of the Aretha ones too. And when I tell you I'll be ripping this audio, I really do. So it's like I do have the giving them something he could feel audio. So I'm gonna play that. All right. But yeah, Sean, what would you say? I want to know from you guys in the room. So what would you say is like your favorite that I've done so far? I got a lot coming. I have enough covered to get me through Saturday as far as reactions ready to be released. But tonight and tomorrow I'm going to be recording into next week. Let me see. Here we go. Listen to the 13th floor elevator splash. 1 second. Okay, let me check this out. So I should say that right now, Joseph, that's going to be added to the list. If you want me to do a live reaction, I only do that if there's a tip involved because otherwise, like, it's a lot. But I'm going to add that to the list right now. Floor elevator splash. But yeah, how you doing, Joseph? And it's funny, I was trying to do these without the air conditioner and the fan, but it's 112. We're gonna have to do this with the air conditioning and the fan because it's a lot. So. Like I said, the thing about version live, Aretha's ad libs, because she was saying some stuff that she didn't say on that record. In the morning. In the morning. Oop, made a mistake there. Okay, so I think I got it. 13-4 splash. We gotta get that going. But yeah. But yeah, so also what I'm doing, what I'm going to commit to is I want to do more album reviews, like at least one a month. Not the funky stuff, Reed. Not the funky stuff. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, Sean, Sean said, I forgot you can actually show the message. I think I'm gonna play that one next. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing the Fleetwood Mac album Rumors, and I also want to do a reaction to Jimi Hendrix. I love Sean brought that up. It reminded me. I'm just figuring out, should it be the Jimi Hendrix Experience or, let me see. That's this part here. So, Sean, what do you think about my first Jimi Hendrix reaction being, well, album view being, Are You Experienced? That's the one I have on the list so far. I'm going to do a little waiting section. Okay. Jethro Tull. So what's the album from 1970? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So the first Jimi Hendrix album reaction will be, Are You Experienced? Okay. Jethro Tull, Benefit. All right. Yeah, and it's funny. So I did attempt to. That was a fail, a lately fail. I attempted with the Beatles. When I did Beatles for Sale, I tried to recommit. Well, not tried. I did recommit to um, doing the whole album, and also catching my first listens to every single song, and try to do like a lot of people I've seen do album reaction and put little pieces here and there. Man, YouTube blocked that video so fast at upload. So that's where it is. Basically, I think I'm going to keep it that when it comes to the album reviews, I'm going to keep those for YouTube without music, and then for Patreon with music. Like that. I think that's pretty much how I'm going to do it. It's a little blurry. Let me make sure it's fine. Yeah, there we go. But anyway, yeah, because it hurts my feelings so much when you put so much energy into these edits, and then YouTube will just snatch. YouTube will just take that thing away. Like, nope, blocked. And some of them never get released. Some of them never Some of the blocks stay on like forever. I got Beatles stuff that's blocked from like January and December that are still blocked right now. So yeah. But yeah, eventually I want to do like movie reactions and stuff like that too. But I'm still working out the kinks and the things for that. Because what's funny, I filmed a test movie reaction, and like I mentioned with starting the conversation, I'm very into TV and movies. The Godfather, come on, oh, love it. But anyway, when I attempted to do a movie reaction, and me especially by myself, and I live alone, it's just me and you. It's just me and the camera right now. Um, when there's no one here and I don't have any drinks going on, then I am invested. I am into the movie, and so I'm not giving the camera much of anything. Really, I have nothing to say because I want to keep track of the movie when I'm alone, especially. So let me see. Ooh, I want to do some Carpenters. So I have a very cool one that's coming up tomorrow. And then Celine, I love that when it comes to Celine Dion, I'm on her second album because, like I said, I have a bit more of a familiarity to the second album. Um, in any point of her career, and it's because one of my friends recommended for me the second album, and they were right. I love it. So it works out. And there's artists I want to do more of. There's artists I want to do more of that I've only like tapped into. That I gotta first. There's more Stephanie Mills coming up. We got a lot of Shaka Khan coming up. Shout out to Shaka and Taka if they're watching. I love it. Let me see. Oh, I have a lot of Gladys Knight lined up too. So absolutely. Mhm. Oh, another thing I want to do, it's a series I plan on doing. I don't know if I'm going to do it live or record it. I want to do a series called Ranked, where I pretty much give rankings and recommendations, because and that'll also go into my love of the movies and all that. Um, ooh, Blackboard Jungle. Okay, going forward, Sidney Poitier, Vic Morrow. That is a good man. That's a good cast right there. So, okay, I'm gonna have to check that one out for sure. Um, like I said, I definitely want to bring movies on board because you guys have no idea how much movies are very much a part of my life. I'm an entertainment person. When like I say though, music, movies, TV shows. Those are my loves. Those are my loves. And obviously hair and wigs too. And I have a love of stage and but especially I should say stand up and sketch comedy when it comes to stage. But I have a soft spot for musicals, but I'm very picky about musicals and stuff like that. And I do love theater and whatnot, but it's like what's funny, I feel most passionate about theater if I'm on stage in it. Because otherwise a lot of times I could just be sitting there and imagining what I would be doing on the stage or what character I would most like to play. I do that a lot of times with movies too, though, just to be fair. When I see a character I really like, it instantly becomes ooh, what would I do to play that part? What would I do differently than they are? But I come from a family of fantastic theatrical performers and performing. Goes back to my great grandmother, my grandfather, my aunt. Shout out to Amy Bryant. My aunt is a working actress in Minnesota, and she's done a lot of fantastic things. Has a great career, and I act. My cousin Thomas. Shout out to Thomas Harris. Shout out to my also my cousin Micah. He's an actor too. Fantastic. Let me see. Try to get to Jimi Hendrix. Hey, what's happening, Mr. Mike? Mr. Mike's in the building. I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, just trying to. I keep meaning to have a playlist like lined up to like so that we don't have these moments of in between music so much, but it's all good. Okay, you guys are kind of gonna get a reaction part two of me doing Hey Joe, just because I'm gonna play that one because I love it, but also I haven't seen the whole video since I first did the reaction. So yeah. All right, Mike, I'm glad you can join me. I can't help it with Jane Mansfield, great musical. Okay, I've never seen a Jane Mansfield movie, but I've always sad to say I'm more familiar with her life story versus her work, sadly. So I really would like to give her actual stuff a chance, her actual, talents. I did a tour at Hollywood Forever and actually visited her grave. Very nice spot. Very good too, the Hollywood Forever. If you're ever in California, I highly recommend that. If you're in the cemetery. So I'm what you call a death enthusiast, meaning the subject of death doesn't scare me, doesn't, you know, like I don't believe in avoiding it because it's one of those things where it's like it's a guarantee. It's a guarantee. And believe in, it's a thing where it's almost it's like an embrace of it. Though again, like I was telling my friend, was so funny because I luckily is not weighing on me to the point of where it'll just come up when I'm recording my videos like it used to. But the whole deal of losing my dad in January, it's a really weird trip that, like I say, I'm comfortable with the subject of death. I'm comfortable with the knowledge I know about death and everything and all this and that. But when it happens, when it happens to people, oh, it wrecks me. It absolutely wrecks me, and not right away because that's the funny thing. I was telling my friend is that you know, and the end of January and most of February was hard, but it was really March, April, and most of May, like the last week or second to last week. That was the worst. That was the absolute worst right there because that's when people and things start to get back to normal. Everyone around you who's not directly affected by who you lost or anything like that, they kind of resume. They kind of and then too you kind of resume things, but you don't have the people to you know call to talk to and all that. And that reminds me too another. I'm kind of a little bit in the midst of the feeling too, just in that my grandmother who passed away last year on August 8th, her birthday is July 16th, and this will be the first one without. And I was in Detroit last year, and that was the last time I got to see her. Was right before her birthday. So it's like kind of feeling that a little bit, but it's like I said, it's not weighing me down. It's not like crippling me. Versus, shoot, in March, I was crippled. I look back at those videos now, those videos during March in March through, like I said, most of May, and I can pinpoint the ones where it's like, I'm a pretty good actor. Not that good because I can still see, like, oh no, there's sadness there, and I pretty much need crutches to keep up, But yeah, Marvel or DC? Audio Master says Marvel or DC. Marvel for the movies, DC for the adult shows and adult animation. without a doubt. That's the answer there. That's the answer there. So but then you know what? I almost want to give it to DC for the shows in adult animation. I think I kind of like those a little bit more than the Marvel movies, if we're being honest here, for me anyway. And that's not to say there are a few Marvel movies I've seen that I didn't like, and I don't actually, as I say it out loud, I don't think that there are any. I don't think that there are any Marvel movies that I've seen that I didn't like, but they all kind of, I don't want to say the same, but it's it's a similar formula for a lot. And I give it to DC that even when their movies aren't good, and their movies, they have some real stinkers on board, I appreciate they take chances that Marvel don't. I will always give that credit, you know. Whoa, I didn't see that, Joseph. I'm so sorry. Wow. I'm so lost your son-in-law from COVID. Oh my god. Yeah, this COVID, that is nuts. That so I know you and your family are still going through it too, where because it's that thing where my grandmother's coming close to it, but it's the first year. The first year, mm-mm, mm-mm. The first year, I wouldn't wish that. That's the thing where it's like, no matter how mad I could be at anybody, I guess I don't have any real enemies because it's like there's no one who's wronged me enough that I would wish this pain on, that will wish this getting used to on. You're very welcome, Joseph. You're very welcome. Whew, because like it's a weird thing. That is a weird, fascinating, and painful thing, you know. And so it's life changing. No, if a person is a part of life actively and then they aren't, there's no way it doesn't affect you. There's no way it's not gonna, change things. So my heart goes out for you and your family, Joseph, for that loss. Like, man, really hate to hear that. Yeah, this COVID stuff was no joke at all. And people treat it like it's a joke. Not everyone, but man, that was so weird to me. How, and especially the mismatch of through 2021, and as of like now, my mom lives in Japan, and it's like here, it's so weird how you still have people who it's like, oh yeah, that's not a thing. That's fake. People are catching it and dying and stuff, but it's fake. Versus, as my mom put it, Japan took that stuff so seriously, so ironclad seriously, where I think they just since April, I think they lightened up the flight restrictions and everything, but they weren't playing, and it makes sense because this is not to be played with. This is really affecting people. I know so many people who, like, if they didn't lose people, the people who are seriously impacted with COVID are still right now seriously impacted and still dealing with repercussions and all that. So, I really wish that was handled better, but we're not going to get into how it's handled. That, or we're just going to get into that. It's a very sad thing. I hate that people have to deal with. And now Cat seems to be so. I called it. I'll be at home for 2 weeks, so it was like, I don't want it. Yep. Japan canceled. Japan, and my mom was excited for 1 week. My mom was. Oh, hey, that was 2020. That was before she was in Japan. So we had it last year. I think she was there for that and everything. But yeah, she was. She was. I think she was newly there. But yeah, they took it. They, like other places, took it so seriously. Like a month in February 2020, when we did. Well, we called ourselves taking it seriously. Well, we did a whole shutdown, which we should have. We did that in March, and other places around the world were on that board already. They were ready for it. So it's something. It's really, really something. Forgot I'm gonna play Hey Joe. I think this is the first reaction I did that like really and the camera couldn't hide it. It really blew my mind. And it's funny, I'm tempted to not look at the video, but it's like, yeah, I love this song. And the lyrics are so dark. And my mom gave me that advice before listening to this one that, like, yeah, these lyrics, man. So wait, I want to know from Audio Mat, from Audition. I keep calling you Audio Mat. From Audition Master 89. What is your preference between Marvel or DC? Yep. Uh oh. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah shit. Woo. Still never seen it. I still never seen it. Ooh, okay. Some solo Ringo. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you so much for that. Some solo Ringo Starr. Okay. So it's funny. This will be my very first solo Ringo song. All right, Joseph. Great having you, man. And again, love and rest in to love and peace to your family and to your son-in-law. Absolutely. You're doing it on his back now. I just can't. I just can't. All right. Okay. So let me give this a good introduction now. This is my very, very first. So it's funny. I miss a visual of my first reaction to a first time hearing Ringo's voice ever with voice singing anyway. I've heard him talk in interviews and stuff through the years. But when I first heard Boys from their first album, that was my first time hearing Ringo Starr's singing voice. And so that's the first to that. We missed it. But what we're going to get now is my first time hearing a Ringo solo artist track with Photographs, sponsored by Mike. Mike is my guy. I love me some Mike. So anyway, this is Ringo Starr with Photograph. Let's take a listen here. It's kind of groovy. Hey, what's happening, Miss Marlo? Margot, I'm so sorry. You, Marlo. I was watching Real Housewives of Atlanta yesterday too. So Marlo's on the mind. Good to see you, Margot. Mm. Ooh. I love the instrumental to this too. Oh wow. See, I appreciate that kind of information. I'm gonna pause real quick. I appreciate that kind of information that Ringo has 7 top 10 singles in a row because you really don't hear that much about Ringo, and I want to hear about Ringo. So I love it. Yeah, but I get it too because John and Paul were such special types of talent when it came to the Beatles and making the music and everything that it was naturally the case for. I feel like George got a good. I knew the name George before George Harrison before I knew his voice or anything. So it's like he's got a deal of shine and everything. But it's Ringo. I only always heard in the joke manner that he was like the one who didn't have as much or didn't do as much or something. But he was very good. Yeah, I look forward to getting into some of the solo stuff. I don't think that I do the full catalogs of everything. That's a lot of music. I know that, but I'm curious. Yeah, I really love his voice. I really do. Ooh. Oh, this Margot. This song is called "Photographs" by Ringo Starr. Photograph. Yes, I love it. It is instantly going on the playlist right now. My '70s playlist. You're welcome. I love it. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna do next? Um, the song that me and Mike talked about in Patreon. One of a favorite of mine, Sylvia's um, Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk. I love that song so freaking much. Margo, have you ever heard Pillow Talk? Now, what's so funny? I don't know if you have or if you haven't. This song, like I put in my reaction video for it, this is so the inspiration behind so much of my girl Janet's, so much behind her sex songs, her sexual energy. Mariah, I can very much hear Mariah's slow sexual stuff going in with this too. Like this song is no joke, and from it was love at first listen. It was obsessed at first listen. Actually, let me see. There we go. Care what your friends are to say. All right. And thank you so much for that super chat. Love is sure. Yeah. Hey, baby, let me try to be the one who's gonna. What's it called? Lady. Your friends all say all right, that's coming up next. I just love this Sylvia. I love this Sylvia cover too. So sexy. Looking like Chili. Oh, nice. Mike getting ready to see Elton John. Love it. That's going to be a great show. So, Margot, the story with the song, and for all of you who don't know, if you didn't see my reaction, she wrote and composed this song for Al Green. But Al Green, upon hearing it, thought, no, that's too sexual. That's taking it too far. That's too much. And she did it. And I just love that as a what she's like. This wasn't done, especially with black women and stuff. It was a thing about conserving the image a little bit more. You know, being a Diana Ross, being an Aretha. You know, having respectable. But Sylvia said it's not too sexy for me, and Sylvia dropped this, and this became a hit. And man, I love that. Wow, Mike, that is so cool. That's really cool that this is your first that Elton was your first concert and you're seeing him on his last tour. That is really cool. Yep, from what I hear, Margot, um, after this became a hit, Al Green regretted passing on it, as he should have. You know what? This would have been a really hot duet between the two of them, I think. All right, coming up next is Ringo Starr. Lady. Oh, I know this. I've heard that. I know this. Oh wait, that's Photograph. I know this because I just listened to it. Hang on. Oh my goodness. Hang on. My bad. I added this to the queue instead of the playlist. My bad. Here we go. Caps be that way. Okay.
My life. It's only right, 'cause I can live your life for you.
Love that voice. Very full.
I'm satisfied. Feeling high, 'cause I found out just what to do. Well, you can bet I never let I get the best of me. When I get blue, here's what I do. With you, it is no mystery when you sing.
Ooh, what year is this? 1998. Okay.
All you got to say is right now. You don't need to cry. No reason why is ever good enough for me. We take a walk, just laugh and go. Whatever's going to be, will be.
This is fun. I love this.
I don't complain, I'm like a train, I just keep rolling on. Sometimes you lose your fuse, you're not immune to what's been going on. Now, ride it down. Like they surround, whatever. All you got to say is
You know, I welcome a good earworm, a good one. A song, an earworm I enjoy versus the earworm I hate. Isn't that the worst when you hate a song, but it's an earworm quality and it's just stuck? There's some artists I won't name that specialize in that. Thank you, Mike. Don't come easy. It is Ringo night indeed, it seems. I love it. Adding this to the playlist too. Goes on the 90s playlist. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I think I might. This is giving me an inspiration. I think I'm gonna do not tonight, but I think I'm gonna do. Okay, I don't mind a long song, but I think I'll do my next Beatles reaction this way, and then still do an album review, but attempt doing it this way. See, it might still get blocked, but at least we can have fun like this. Oh, Mike. So my mom is doing good. It is Tuesday, almost 11 a.m. in Japan. So my mom's working right now, and my sister, I imagine she's newly getting off work or something right now. So yeah, they probably won't be joining us for this session, but they're both doing really good. I talked to my sister yesterday and my 102-year-old great grandmother. We're talking about just my great grandmother's from Indiana, and just talking. She was just telling me about her family life. Oh wait, what is this replay? I'm sorry. I think I have this stuck on replay. Here we go. It don't come easy. There we go. It don't come easy. So Margot, how's the trail doing? Ooh. Ooh. This reminds me of like an Ellen John type song, actually. I really dig this. I love it. Mike, you the man. And this is from the same album as the first song. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to do an album reaction to this one for sure. Yes, Pink Floyd is coming for sure. That'll be up, I think Friday. Yeah, that is, by the way, my favorite Ringo song of the three I did tonight. Basically, that was really really good. Ah, not the same album. And then this is another favorite reaction I did. Uh, Whitney Houston, "Just a Lonely Talking Again," the extended version with all the stuff cut out. I have this one on constant repeat. But man, yeah, I look forward to more Ringo. That "Don't Come Easy" song, I really, really love that.
It's confusing me. I'm afraid to say I'm lost forgiven. Something tells me I'm headed for heartbreak. Sometimes I'm praying that it's time.
And I know this is the cover from, I think, the Manhattans. I think.
Will be different. I can share this dream that
One artist I have to do a lot more of too is Anita Baker. Actually, now that I think of it, this.
or is it just a lonely talking again? Are you really or is it a lonely talking again? Now the time before when we got together.
Ah, okay. Let me take a little look at Ringo's album discography on the Spotify.
But all I got from you was lots of talking, lonely nights filled with misery. So baby, please tell me now that when I fulfill your needs, you won't.
Yeah, the Ringo '73 album is definitely probably going to get a full album review soon.
Tell me, are you really for love? Or is it just a lonely talking again? I'm really for love. Or is it the lonely talking again?
Yes, I'm considering doing the Help album live. Maybe Friday, maybe like Thursday or Friday, and then still doing a recorded like album review like I've been doing basically. We're gonna give that a shot. I have a feeling though, because YouTube warns when songs are copyrighted, like when with these live reactions, they'll give a warning that you're doing a copyrighted song and your video's at risk of being taken down. And so I wonder if they would do that with with that, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna take a chance with that one.
Or is it the lonely talking again?
Yes, I will. I would love it if you were there. I would love if you were there. I love how you guys made tonight. As far as the request, the Ringo night. I dig that. I dig that. Mm, Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna do Storms next because that was a really, really good song. Well, you know, with the blocked videos, it's usually a mix between how popular the artist is and sometimes the copyright holder. Like for a lot of them is Universal Music Group, or Sony Music Entertainment. Sometimes their hold of the copyright might be stronger with certain artists or certain albums than others. So it's like that. That's sometimes album tracks too. Nope, blocked, blocked hard. Sunset. But yeah, I decided first non-Beatles album review I'm gonna do, and I might try it the same way. Is gonna be Fleetwood Mac Rumors album. So yes, yes. My sister Jessica was very excited with that one. So yeah, my aim for that one to be like on a Friday or a Saturday. Ooh, there we go. Every night that goes into I feel a little pain. It's slowly growing from me. This is only every night you do not come. You saw this thing away. Did I ever really care that much? Is there anything left to say? Every hour here I spend, my body just cries, living empty night, a deadly cold inside. I felt this way at since many years ago. But in those years of lifetimes past, I could not deal with them. Did not deal with you, I know. Though love was always still I searched to find an Me too. Me too. This is a very good recommendation. So again, shout out to Anthony L for bringing this song to my attention in the first place. Love that part. It's so real. It's so real. Christmas 79. That was when my mom was 18. And a year before my mom met my dad. See. I want to do. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna play next. I think I'm gonna do. Ooh. I want to also, in talking about like stuff that I've done and cool stuff from the previous month, or in this case, months. Wow, man. Oh man, my sister Jessica would love to see Stevie. I don't remember if Jessica's ever seen Fleetwood Mac or Stevie, but I know my sister, she went way out of her way to see Bob Dylan. When I think that was like 10 years ago, but when he came to Detroit. And yeah, my sister Jessica, she's always been a Bob Dylan person. That's someone who I don't really plan to get onto. It's like I can appreciate him as a songwriter, but me and his voice are very iffy. So I don't think I need to do a deep dive into him as a vocalist. But I can very much respect and appreciate him as an artist as a whole, a songwriter. But yeah. Think I'm gonna keep taking my sister's word for that one. But speaking of sisters, I also want to give a shout out to my ear, because as she points out, and she's right too, I love just about every recommendation that she's given me, especially with the Korean R&B, have been some of my biggest viewed videos, and in record time and record numbers and all that. And I really appreciate that. And it's funny because, like I say in some of those videos, I've been meaning to give international R&B a try, because I know that just from the UK, that right now as it stands, most everybody does traditional R&B and elevated traditional R&B better than America. That's that's just the fact right now. And I've heard bits and pieces of different Korean R&B singers and Korean R&B music and styles, but I never knew where to jump in. But my sister is an expert when it comes to Korean music, and so is my friend Gianna, my best friend Gianna. But yeah, my sister, she's been batting really good with these recommendations here, and just and I love it's opening me up to a whole different style of artists and artistry and music. But then it also has the familiar things I love with R&B in general, and it's also opening up this brand to like a whole other thing. But it's funny we talked about there's certain elements to K-pop, however, where it's like we're gonna take our time with, or we're gonna not jump in with, because it's like don't want to just jump in and seem like getting in on what's hot. It's like that's why it's important for me when it comes to everything starting at an R&B level or not so pop level, not so what's the hit and all that, because it's like I say, soul is universal. Soul is in rock, it's in pop, it's in country. I love music that moves me. It comes from that rhythm and blues rooted place. So love that. So again, shout out to my sister Kier, very much appreciated. But yeah, and then like Mike, you have been on it like with like me and my mom and my sister and all the sisters, everyone's been saying you have been a huge help with all of the comings together of this channel and everything. So lay Laffy lay, huh? Oh, lady, lady. Okay. Oh, oh, wow. Ringo love me. Okay. I'm gonna add that to the list. Let me see. That is very interesting. Oops. Okay. So that's gonna be added to the list too. Ringo love me do. Okay. That is very interesting. Right. That's a well. What's funny though, when it comes to that kind of thing and that kind of success that the Beatles had, you never forget when you're left out. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. You never forget when you're left out. So yes, do it. I love that. Ringo was gonna be respected. Damn it, man. That's the funny thing about, like I said, I can never say enough that I really wish my first reaction to hearing his voice was caught on camera, just because it's like, again, growing up with Beatles references, I've only heard Ringo as the joke, the not talented one, or the least talented one, or whatever. And I was always curious, but I love him. Man, people really. Oh, okay. Thank you, Autumn Burn. All right. Um, thank you so much. Ooh, okay.
Lord, on me do. You know I love you.
All right.
I will always be true.
Right? This is a good vibe. And it's got some funk to it too. Love it. Okay. Okay. This is nice. Okay. I love it. Hey, this is Ringo night for real. I'm gonna rename this live that. This is Ringo night. Let me see. Huh. Let me see. So I think didn't I do All on the Watchtower? I forgot if I did. But I know that was the Hendrix song I was the most familiar with. Oh, there we go. Back off Boogaloo. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, this is funky. Ooh. This is funky. Yeah, let me see. Ooh. This is fire. It's so funny. This is one of those ones that's like, if I heard this before going down the Beatles journey, or back, like I said, when I didn't know Ringo's voice at all, I'd be, that's who? Who did you just say did that? I would not guess that is Ringo Starr. That is really, there is something really about his voice that I really love and really like, man. So yeah, I just looked it up. What's funny about All Along the Watchtower, Sean, is that that was, I forget now, that was my very first Hendrix reaction. A, one live version, but I plan on doing, since I feel especially Hendrix has such a short span of a like career life, and so um, there's going to be a lot of repetition and all that in terms of like different performances of certain songs and everything. I'm gonna do that one now. I never heard the whole song before I did a reaction to it, but I just love that intro so much. So also wanted to update, and so that pushed the whole thing back a good 20 minutes. So, man, but I want to do more of these just because I like engaging. Because it's what's funny. This is technically so much easier than it was when I was beginning doing the what's it called, the reactions. Because like I said, in another life, a year, 2 years ago, I'm also an actor. I'm also a voiceover artist and stuff. So I'm used to, even when it's to cameras, I still believe in playing to the people behind the cameras and the directors and producers and writers and stuff like that. But I'm not used to, there's nobody behind the camera here. It's just me and you guys watching through the camera. And so what's funny, what I appreciate about a live thing is that you guys are actually watching now. And even though, like I said, this will be saved and it'll go up on YouTube too, it's really cool for those of us who are here engaging in this moment and everything. And I love that. And this comes from, I always, there's certain people who I always try to catch their lives and everything, and it's the same type of thing where it's a cool moment to be in for the action and all that. So and for all the requests, this impromptu Ringo night, I love it. I love it, man. So this is just a lot of fun. I'm gonna play a little bit more. Let me see. Oh, I want to do Kate Bush. I got another Kate Bush coming at some point this month too. She just on the list. I still got to see this season of Stranger Things. I'm still behind this entire season, but I have every reason I hear to love this season. So I'm excited for it. That's my favorite part. Love it. But yeah, first live I'm gonna do every month. It's basically gonna be talking about the updates of the previous month and all that, and like things I tried out, things I wish went better than they actually did. Um, like I said, um, the album review for Beatles for Sale. I worked so hard on that, and then YouTube just smacked that thing down. But that's all right. That's all right. Because like I said, all I had to do was just take out all the music. Patreon exclusive. It's on Patreon, the original version. But yeah, I really want to get back into album reaction. I mean album reviews and things like that because I love good albums, and I'm a little behind on my full album listening, so I'm gonna get to that. Well, folks, that wraps up the first episode of What's Going On and On. And like I say, it's what's going on, and also impromptu Ringo night, and that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Even when I do full album reviews or reactions live, I think I'm gonna have it too that you can still sponsor requests, and we'll save those for last, like after I get the album or whatever. But this was fantastic. I'm gonna aim or intend to do another live either this weekend or soon. Let's just say soon. And you'll get an early heads up when I do. But thank you all very much who watched, and hope you had a good time jamming here with me. I see my mom's calling, so I'm gonna actually hop off and get on with her in Japan. So again, thank you all very much for watching, and I really appreciate it. Really, and again, thank you to every one of you. I say every single body, every one of you who sponsored the request tonight. That you guys made Ringo Night happen, and I appreciate for those of you who see this video in the future. Feel free to tip or donate in the description. Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle is the favorite. All of that stuff. I'm available. feel free to sponsor requests, and I really appreciate it. This means a lot. And beyond everything else, please take care of yourself and each other.